Erika's family is a tad unusual. Their lives revolve around dogs.
Dogs are one of the most truly selfless creatures on our planet. They expect nothing and appreciate everything.
Erika runs Green Dogs Unleashed, an all-volunteer special needs rescue organization. They arrange foster parents for surrendered animals that are difficult to place, give vaccinations, and pay for spaying and veterinary care.
Hi, buddy.
They run a dog therapy program, including testing and training, and a public awareness campaign about blind and deaf dogs.
Good boy. That's a very good boy.
Deaf and blind dogs can perform every function that any typical hearing or seeing dog can do, only they can do it better because they're not distracted, they're not intimidated by loud noises, they have no thunder anxiety, and they're super in tune with their people.
Good down, Magic.
How do they pay for it all? In part by holding all sorts of classes, from obedience to tricks, and offering play therapy sessions. The whole family is involved. Finn, 12, helps with the play therapy, and with his partner Rogue, who is deaf, has won the Junior Dog Frisbee World Championships. Zoe, 9, trains Fig, who is also deaf and partially blind. Oliver, 6, helps with setup. Even 3-year-old Eden pitches in. Not to mention 6 family dogs, several cats, an unknown number of chickens and guinea hens, and goats.
Do it again.
Erika's husband, Kevin, is a nurse.
Keep doing that? No.
For the first 20 months of the pandemic, he lived in his RV to keep his family safe.
I see. Can you tell me what kind of symptoms you're having?
We spent a lot of time apart, which really brought us closer together. I don't know where we'd be without him. He's the complete backbone of our family.
Oh, come on, I'm 50 pounds.
We couldn't do any of the stuff that we do if Kevin wasn't doing all of the things behind the scenes. And I feel like sometimes I get a lot of the praise, but the reality is he makes the show run smoothly so that I can go out and do all of the things that I do.
On top of everything, Erika and Kevin homeschool their 4 children.
Take those out. Climb.
The dogs are part of their daily curriculum.
Piggy, settle.
In their school and their education, we integrate a lot of enrichment training with the animals. And I think that that teaches them a lot of patience. It teaches them to slow down when they're in a hurry. It teaches them to redirect when things don't go exactly the way they want. Sometimes we just have to pivot in life, and the dogs really assist in teaching them that.
Surfaces too. Go girl. Good job.
It also teaches them responsibility.
You're dropping a bunch of it.
Finn studies while helping watch the play therapy session. And each child is learning how to train their own dog.
Jump. Very nice.
But for Erika, there's one lesson that trumps all the others.
I want them to be kind. That's it. Just flat out kind to other people, kind to other creatures, kind to our planet, and definitely give more than they take.
What is this? That's scissor.
But Erika and Kevin are also realistic about the world we live in.
I really want my kids to grow up and be self-reliant. I think that they need to be able to do things on their own and not expect those things to come from other places.
In return, they give their kids tremendous freedom.
Part of having free-range children is allowing them to explore the world around them and Yes, they fall and they cut, they cut their knees and they bruise their elbows, but what have they learned?
What part of you is going to whack into the tree? The rest.
I think it's important that children learn resilience. I think that they need to be able to bounce back, especially in the world today.
Keep trying, pull up hard.
Turns out that how Erika raises her children is very similar to how she trains her dogs.
First, find something that makes them go bananas. It makes their tail spin around like a propeller, not just the normal back and forth business, but around in circles, whether it's hot dog or bacon or cheese. Some dogs like pickles. The second thing is you need to get their attention.
Ready?
The greatest thing to do is to make ourselves interesting in the moment.
Okay.
That might be flailing their arms or throwing a little party for them. A human's having a good time, the dog's gonna have a good time. Building a relationship that's based on trust and teaching the dog that we're not going to guide them into something that is dangerous or uncomfortable, that they can look to us for direction and we're gonna help them through it and they can overcome an obstacle.
And finally,
some of the most important things are patience, 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 and patience.
but in the end, you get it all back 100 times over.
I believe that animals, and dogs in particular, were put into our lives to teach us really good lessons. And a lot of those lessons are being selfless. A dog gives absolutely 100% to their owner. They love unconditionally and with everything that they have. And I think that humans really have a lot to learn from that. If you can only save one dog, you're just saving one dog, but to that one dog, you're saving their whole world.
Yeah.